is why we are asking Homa Bay residents, this time round, we are not just going to leave for those contestants. We are going to ensure that we offer security to our votes. Even if it is going to take 2 days, even if Governor Wanga and those guys who are crookeds are going to kill us, let us come out, let us safeguard our votes, let us ensure that the person that we are going to vote for has been announced as the governor of Homa Bay. I know Governor Wanga doesn't have now ground now. She doesn't have ground. And in fact, anybody, in fact, wanasema kwa Kiswahili hata akisimama na mende atamshinda. Kwa hivyo, the
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is Kisumu TV, your number one online TV. Today, we are going to discuss something about the Homa Bay County. I know this face is new in this channel and is just going to do introduction of himself. I know many people are going to enjoy. These are the things we need the comment from you, and we want to take the leaders to take their accountability. So, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kisumu TV. My name, my lubric nomenclature is Okeya Doctor from Homa Bay County, and Okeya Doctor is coming from somewhere called Ndiwa constituency. Right now I'm in Nairobi. I'm working in Nairobi here, but I'm really concerned about what is taking place in Homa Bay, especially Homa Bay County and the leadership of Homa Bay County.
Yeah, Bwana Okeya, I saw your video, and this has made me to look for you so that we can hear, because some people are just talking things they don't know. So you said that Governor Gladys Wanga is just about PR, but we saw recently that he was ranked number 1. What can you comment about that?
Okay, thank you very much. I know so many people, especially the constituents of Homa Bay, they are really concerned about what is taking place in Homa Bay. The problem that we have in Homa Bay is what is called PR. In fact, inasemekana kwa Kiswahili PR wameweka kwa 10th floor. What is taking place? There is no development that is taking place in Homa Bay. What is taking place in Homa Bay? The development that is being done in Homa Bay is only done by the national government. For example, there is a repair that is going on in Kabunde airstrip that is done by national government through Dr. Raymond Umolo. There is Raila Stadium that is being done, repaired by Raymond Umolo through from the national government. There is tarmacking of roads in Homa Bay. All across the roads have been tarmacked through funding through Raymond Umolo from national government. There is Homa Bay Pier that has been done by national government through Raymond Umolo. There is fish market that has been finished by Raymond Umolo. That is why I'm saying everything that is taking place, all the development that is taking place in Homa Bay is being done by national government, is being done by Dr. Raymond Umolo. In fact, I'm wondering if we don't have Dr. Raymond Umolo, where will Homa Bay be? Take for example Kigoto. Kigoto is a maize miller company, okay? So Kigoto is a maize miller company that has been closed, and it was under county government. It has been closed. So that is why we are talking about PR. This woman who is supposed to lead the country, to drive and deliver performance, is not doing it. That is why almost everyone is saying that Governor Wanga is about PR. Yes.
So what can you think governor should do to balance the public relation and the job he ought to have done to the people of Homa Bay?
That is good. As a governor, before you are given that responsibility, you read the job description and you know the job description. The job description of governor is supposed to receive funds from the national government and do things that are under the county government. For example, we are talking about some county workers have not been paid for the last 3 months. We are talking about healthcare workers who are employed by Governor Awiti 3 years ago. After 3 years ago, those workers have never been deployed, but we train them every year. We train workers every year, they graduate every year, but no employment. Now, there is marketing, there is some roads that are supposed to be done by the county government. They're not being done. And if they are done, then the contractors have not been paid. For example, there are some suppliers who are calling me. They're really complaining bitterly about their money being in the county government. They're not being paid for the last, almost for the last 2 years that Governor Wanga has been in power. So it is very sad. It is very, very bad for the governor to just sit in the office and do nothing. At least pay the workers. Let us see that workers, they have money in their pocket.
Thank you very much. So, in your knowledge, because I've seen you articulating many good things on and taking the leaders into the accountability. So, what do you think the activists or the Oma Bay citizens should do to enable their leaders to be accountable of their on their activities?
Thank you very much. You know, the problem with the county governments and then the problem of citizens, you know, these guys, they just leave politics as something that is very small, something that is modicum bagatelle. Politics is not supposed to be something that is modicum bagatelle left for other people. In fact, Oma Bay people, residents, will even demonstrate about what is taking place in Oma Bay. We should have just some demonstration in Oma Bay, what is taking place, especially around Kigoto area. We cannot leave that land being sleeping there, and it is not being worked on because governor cannot work. The problem that we have in Oma Bay also, we should also talk to our leaders. For example, the senator. The senator who is supposed to oversight the governor is not oversighting the governor. I don't know whether they are eating with the governor. We have the county assembly who are supposed to oversight the governor. They're supposed to call out the governor and ask the governor what is taking place, what is wrong, what is the problem with Oma Bay. But residents also should also leave out that fear. They fear a lot. They should come out and talk about bad things that is happening in Oma Bay County.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Kisumo TV, your number one online TV channel. I want you viewers also to bring your suggestion to the comment section. And Dr. Okeya, we are now getting that there are more youths in Oma Bay who lack job, and there was an industry called Mokwa, and nowadays I'm hearing that Mokwa is not functioning. What can you think Governor Wanga should do to balance the PR and do the things which ought to have done? Because these youths are crying bitterly and they need to be helped. And you know, when the youth are lazy, that means there is insecurity in the county. What do you think can be done to Mokwa?
Okay, thank you very much, Kisumu TV. The next thing that is supposed to be done to Mokwa so that it can function, the first thing is Governor Wanga. They are telling us that we are in government. If we are in government, we are in government and our industry is not working. The other day, it is not even last month, they went to State House that the other day. If you go to State House, and then you see the president, you sit down with the president. Why don't you talk about the challenges that you face? They are telling us that, like now, they are telling us that Mokwa is just next to where Mbadi come from, and Mbadi is National Treasury Minister. So they are supposed to even go to Mbadi and ask Mbadi, is there anything that they can be done about this thing? Because this thing is creating job opportunity for the common mwananchi around Guasi area, around Soba area. Because when these people are left out like that, they turn to be thieves. So what we are talking about here, they are telling us, we know, and they are forcing us. I don't know whether they are forcing us or they are telling us. They are telling us that they are in government. But we want to see this government working. We want to see Mokwa working. We want to see the national government giving Nasuna Wanga that funds that is supposed to be used to revive the Mokwa. That is the only way that Mokwa can work now. Because I remember when they were launching Mokwa, Baba Raila Amolo Odinga was there. There is no way that you can use the name of Raila Amolo Odinga, then you launch a project, then after 2 weeks, the project is closed. It is not working. People are crying around there. So what we know, what we are supposed to do now, Raymond Omolo should also come in, because I know Raymond Omolo is also having some clean art. He should also come in which he can get some funds. We can get some funds so that we can revive Mokwa, because we cannot just leave that Mokwa to work like that. Thank you.
Bwana Okeya, doctor, do you think Raila is the problem in Homa Bay County?
Okay. In Homa Bay County, Raila Amolo Odinga, leaders, the problem with our leaders, they are worshipping Raila Amolo Odinga too much. That is where the problem is. Raila Amolo Odinga is not the problem. The problem is our leaders. Our leaders who worship Raila Amolo Odinga, they will go to where Raila Amolo Odinga is, even without being invited. Raila Amolo Odinga give them certificates. Yes? Then after giving them certificate, they lift their hands, then common mwananchi, they will vote for them. But the problem is, it is not Raila Amolo Odinga, because the people who are now implementing the projects are now in the office. They should take that responsibility and work for the common mwananchi there. Raila Amolo Odinga is not in the county government. Raila Amolo Odinga is not in that place called Homa Bay. Raila Amolo Odinga is in this place, this side. But the common mwananchi also, they have a problem, because we cannot be told that we have options to choose from. Then we are told this is the only person that we are supposed to choose, and this person who we are supposed to choose cannot bequeath to us the kind of development that we can see. Yes, we need titanic development. But I'm also talking about those guys who are going to contest. If you are going to contest, and you are going to contest these positions that are going to come up, can you contest in a position that you are able to deliver?
Talking about the context, I can see when we were going for an election, we had many candidates. We have the likes of Evans Kidero. We have Gladys Wanga. Do you think you people are the problem? Because when you are given the chance to choose the good leaders, you keep on choosing the leaders who are not delivering what you need for them to deliver.
I think Homa Bay people are not the problem. If you remember, when we had we had Wanga, and we have Governor Kidero. If we want just to say the truth, Governor Kidero defeated Governor Wanga by a landslide. But the problem that we have is our party, a party that is corrupt. The person who was the presiding officer was given some token to change the will of the people. That is why we are asking Homa Bay residents, this time round, we are not just going to leave for those contestants. We are going to ensure that we offer security to our votes. Even if it is going to take 2 days, even if Governor Wanga and those guys who are crookeds are going to kill us, let us come out, let us safeguard our votes, let us ensure that the person that we are going to vote for has been announced as the governor of Homa Bay. I know Governor Wanga doesn't have now ground now. She doesn't have ground. And in fact, wanasema kwa Kiswahili hata akisimama na mende atamshinda. Kwa hivyo, the residents of Homa Bay are not the problem. The problem is that the corrupt leaders around ODM that will ensure that ODM always wins.
Yeah, but recently we saw Governor Wanga was launching. I don't know. It was a company whereby they wanted to make the palm oil. Do you think that project was Wanga, or whose project was that?
That project, I don't know which project it is, but what I can preempt, Wanga is somebody who is PR oriented. Even if it is not, because if it was Wanga that was launching, because the government projects that are there, Wanga only inspect them. But if it is a project that was being launched by Wanga, it will stop with at that level of launching. Because if you cannot pay your workers, who is going to work on that project? If suppliers have not been paid for the last 2 years, if contractors have not been paid for the last 3 years when Governor Wanga has been in office, even if you launch that project, who is going to do that project? It is not going to work. Homa Bay is not going to work. That is PR.
Recently, we heard about the ghost workers in the county. What do you think the county government should do to do away with the ghost workers?
The problem is, those guys who put ghost workers in that list of employees. It is the governor and the people who are working around the governor. So if you tell the governor to remove those ghost workers, they will not remove those workers because that is the way they get their funds. Funds get to their account. They withdraw those funds through the proxy of those ghost workers. Then money goes in their pocket. So you cannot tell me that the governor that we have, that doesn't even have a clean heart to even check those ghost workers. If they were talking about ghost workers, Geoffrey, they were talking about ghost workers that, for the purpose of PR purposes. That is what they were doing. But they will never, even in their elementary life, remove all those ghost workers. Because if they want to remove all those ghost workers, they just do a head count of the county employees. Then they know, okay, we have 800 employees. But why is it that our list of employees, we are having 2,000? They can't remove. They know where all these monies are going. So Wanga cannot do something like that. He will almost always maintain the ghost workers in that employees list.
Nowadays, if you see these people who are being employed in Homa Bay County, maybe someone who just come from university, the person will get employment, and within just 5 months, this person has bought a car. What can you say about that?
Oh, that is corruption that is taking place at the county level. For example, for you to get employment in county government, you must be having somebody that's a connection, a very good connection. If you don't have that connection, you cannot get any employment in county government. That is why those guys who get employment in county government, they misuse their position. For example, governor, let me tell you, governor cannot remove that, cannot withdraw that money that through the accounts, but they have to use these employees. In fact, if you see what is taking place in Homa Bay, the employees there have been even left to blog. They are blogging now. They are doing politics. They are doing everything. If you're a civil servant, why must you blog? Why must you do politics? Because your work is supposed to work for the county government. But let me tell you, from where the question that you have given, if you're employed by the county government, you have connection. Then when you get there, the county, those executive will tell you to go and register a company. Then after register company, you get a contract. You get a contract from the same county government. Then the money goes there. Then you give them their percentage. Then you use your percentage to buy a car. That is how they get rich there, and that is how they embezzle funds in the county government level.
Okay, doctor, I was being told by my senior that kitambo kidogo Homa Bay was larger than Kisii, and it was, I don't know where how you used to call it. Like nowadays it is called county, but now if you can counter check, Kisii is more developed than Homa Bay. What do you think Homa Bay should borrow from Kisii so that it can also get development?
You know, the problem that we have, even if Homa Bay will change, the only thing that we are supposed to change so that we are at par with Kisii people, the residents of Kisii, they are very hardworking. That is the first thing. The second thing, the leaders that are around Kisii, they know how to work with the funds that come from the national government. So the only thing that we can do so that we can compete with other county, it is not only in Homa Bay, even in Migori, Kisumu, and even in Siaya, there is a lot of problem. Other counties are really working very well, more than what we are doing now. But the only thing that we are supposed to do, we are supposed to know our responsibility. We are supposed to do what we are supposed to do as the government of county government. If we just lay out our policies and we lay them well, minus this PR that we are doing, then we will go far. But if we just continue with the status quo, that we are still just doing the things that we used to do. Look at Awiti. Awiti was really working very well. Was really working very well. In fact, we are almost being compared with Kisii at that particular time. But now, we had a governor that came there to make money. The governor that is there is making money. They are doing nothing. Totally nothing they are doing there. So the only thing that we are supposed to do, I don't know how Governor Wanga is going to change. And if she's not going to change, then we as the residents of Homa Bay, we need to look for someone that can drive and deliver performance in Homa Bay. Otherwise, if we don't have that person that is going to drive and deliver performance in Homa Bay, then we are not going to have the development that we are yearning for.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is Kisumo TV. We are here with the Okeya doctor. So, Bwana Okeya, if we talked about these leaders who are going to contest with Gladys Wanga, for me, I've not hear anyone. Do you think these people there is a fear which was put in them, or they just fear Gladys Wanga?
In Homa Bay, there is a lot of fear. In Homa Bay, there is a lot of fear. Take, for example, the person who is supposed to oversight the governor, the senator. The senator really fear Governor Wanga. Take, for example, all those MCS. They really fear Governor Wanga. Take, for example, the person who is deputizing Governor Wanga, Magwanga. Magwanga that we know, Wonoching that we used to know, is not the Wonoching that you know now. He's a totally changed person today. But thank God, there are some guys that I know that they are going to contest for governorship in Homa Bay. For example, there is a certain guy, it's called Esbon Omolo. He's also coming up. And I'm telling you, even if it is going to be Esbon Omolo, it's going to defeat Wanga. But other people, there is a lot of fear that is really going on in Homa Bay. And I'm asking the residents of Homa Bay, even if Governor Wanga will kill us, he will not kill all of us. So let us come out. Let us come out and contest for this. Let us announce that we are going to contest against Governor Wanga. That is how we are going to take power from her. Otherwise, if we fear, fear will also kill us.
Yeah, thank you very much. You talked of Omolo who?
Omolo is born.
Omolo S-born. So, that's your idea, and the people of Homa Bay will see. So, if we checked Ndewa, there's a guy there called Professor Muok. This Professor Muok, I'm just hearing from the people in his residential area, whereby he's working with the Governor Wanga. But if we see the development, people are just saying that he's just taking development to what? To his home area. Whereby nowadays people on his home area, they have all the power. But there is a certain school there called Komolo Primary School. That school has no road, that school has no power. What can you say to this person?
In fact, Professor Mook is somebody that I really respect a lot because becoming a professor is not easy. But working under Governor Wanga, I'm telling you, there is nothing that you can take home as far as development is concerned. What I know Professor Mook has done, and even if Professor Mook can come out and tell us about any development that he has taken to his home area, I'm not seeing. In fact, there is nothing that Professor Mook can do in their home area. The only thing that Professor Mook has done, and he has really done it very, very badly, and we must call him out, is that he has just employed people around this area. His relatives, the people who are around that place are the only people that has been employed. Look, for example, Komolo area, who is being represented there? Nobody. Look at Mariwa area, Ralang area, not Rapedi area, Mariwa area. Who is being represented there? What Professor Mook has done is that Professor Mook has just employed his clan, around clan, small clan, not even clan, but those family people. So if we are talking about development here, and you're working under Wanga, I know Professor Mook will never deliver anything as far as development is concerned. What Professor Mook can do is only to employ their relatives, and that one we leave for them. Maybe that is their right. Maybe we don't have any right as people of Kanyedoto area.
Yeah, thank you very much. But if we are talking about the bad leadership in Homa Bay County, I think this cut across from the MCA, MP, women rep, everyone. We have an MP of Ndewa called Wood Chief. What can you comment about that MP?
Okay, the problem that we have as people of Ndewa, and this is going to go to people of Ndewa, it is now not Homa Bay. The problem that we have at people of Ndewa, for example, the person that we used to have as the best MP of the area was Joshua Rojade. When the other people took over from 2012 to 2017, they just concentrated on development about CDF. They only concentrate on development that can come through CDF. I know, as a member of parliament, your responsibility is supposed to be oversight, legislation, and also represent. and also they patronage the CDF. But now we have CBC. You are supposed to go above and beyond what is expected. For example, it is very bad. Ojode used to tell us that when you have a child, and you are schooling that child from class 1 up to form 4, that is your child. After that, those people will go to college. Those people will go to proceed to university. Will be Ojode's child. Why was Ojode telling us that those people have gone to finish university, finish college are his child? Because Ojode used to know that there is a connection. For you to get employment opportunity, you must have some connection between somebody who is powerful and the government. That is why Ojode used to employ our people as police officers, as armies, as nurses. He used to employ them in state departments. Nowadays, the people that we have, you will just see, okay, somebody has bought a new vehicle for another school, and that has been used. The CDF has been used to buy a vehicle for a school that they are doing bursaries. Yeah, those are their responsibility. Those are things that they are. It is mandatory. All MPs are doing them, but we have what is called, you go beyond and above what is expected. As a member of parliament, we are in government now. How do you feel? How will I convince somebody who is in Kosewe ward there, who is in Kologi ward there, Kabosh North or Kabosh South, that we are in government? If this person will school his child up to university level, this person will school his child up to college level, then they don't get employment opportunity. If we have, for example, now Sudi, who is a member of parliament, coming from Rift Valley, is employing people, is even carrying people in lorries to go and employ them in Nairobi. But now our MP, who is supposed to take that responsibility and even take advantage that we are in government, get our kids to get employment opportunity. That is when we are going to stand and say that we are in government. But we cannot be in government now. And the only people who are representing this government are Okeya Wandai and Mbadi, and then we say we are in government. If we are in government, we want to feel. I want somebody who is in the ground there to feel that they are in government by getting employment opportunity. We need some people, 30 people, to come from Kosere ward as teachers, 30 people as nurses, 20 people as in government parastatals. We need those people to be employed. We take advantage of this broad-based government. I want to talk to ward chief. Ward chief, if it is true that we are in the national government, we are in a broad-based government, take advantage. Take advantage of that broad-based government so that you employ our people. Our people need employment opportunity. I know you are talking about ring roads. Okay, you will build all those roads. Who are going to drive vehicles there? The Kisii people will come and own vehicles around there. But I need people who will get employment opportunity through this broad-based government so that they can come back and bequeath to their parents money. We need some money supplies. Money can only supply themselves in their constituency if we get employment opportunity. Kwa hivyo, our only important thing, our only priority that we are supposed to take into consideration is employment opportunity that we are going to give our people of their constituency. That is the only thing that is really going to help their constituency. That is going to be our objective. And that is why I'm talking to Wood Chief. We know Ojode is not there, but now you are our Ojode. Ojode used to employ our people. Can you employ these youths? We cannot have youths who have been to school, they go to colleges, they go to the university, but they take almost 10 years before they get a meaningful employment opportunity. Kwa hivyo, I'm coming to you. If you have a clean heart and you want help our people, can you start with the job opportunity to our people? Not this CDF thing that you are telling us that you are using CDF well. Yes, anybody can use CDF well, but employment opportunity is very unique. So can you employ our people?
Yeah, thank you very much. So when we talked about, let us go back to Homa Bay as a general. We have Mbadi, and when Mbadi was given that docket, the Homa Bay people really enjoyed and they celebrated, and some say that the money is sleeping in Homa Bay. What do you think Mbadi has helped Homa Bay with, or what should Mbadi do to change the life of Homa Bay?
But you have opportunity to change the life of people of Homa Bay. The only opportunity that we have to change the people, the life of people of Homa Bay is to get for them employment opportunity. For example, why do you think people celebrated about Mbadi being appointed as cabinet secretary for finance? Because people knew that Mbadi is now going to employ our people. That our people are going to get employment opportunity, and if you get employment opportunity, you are going to help the area. Yes, we don't need just those roads. We have been in those places without even those roads. But we cannot survive if you school your child up to those levels, higher levels. Then you come and sleep with them. Some people use even loans to train their kids. Some people even go to use businesses. They even borrow money to help their kids. Kwa hivyo, I want advice Mbadi, because there is a way in which people used to get employment through Ojode. Ojode was a very unique guy. If you are the minister for finance, you're supposed to have a way in which you're meeting your constituents. For example, Jeff, if you want now go and meet Madi, you can't meet Madi because they have those people they are calling them personal assistants. They put them across. If you are calling, if you get, in any case you are blessed to get their numbers, of which you cannot get, they will not even answer your calls. But if they answer your call, they will tell you, I will call you later. So what we are supposed to do, Jordan used to do it this way, and this is what Mbadi used to do. But if you want to help the great people of Oma Bay, can you have one day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, one day, not even one day, but maybe 1 hour, that you are meeting the constituents of Oma Bay? Because Ojode used, if you used to, personally, I used to go to Ojode's office. There is a place, if you go to Ojode's office, there is a place, conference room, used to be, you will be there. Maybe you can be there for 12 hours, but you will see Ojode in the evening. From 6 to 7 in the evening, you will see Ojode. That is what we want from Mbadi. That is what we want from Opiyo and I. That they check, they allocate a time that they are meeting the constituencies of Oma Bay, so that people get employment opportunity. Otherwise, if they can't meet constituencies of Oma Bay, they will not connect to these guys. They will not know what people want from the ground, because the ground is really turning. I'm telling you, the ground is turning against these guys. You cannot tell us, Jeff, that we are in government. We are in government and people are not getting employment opportunity. And we have the cabinet secretary for finance. We have the cabinet secretary for energy. We have Raymond Omolo. So if you want to help our people, if Mbadi want to help our people, it is not about handout, but it is about meeting these guys. If those guys with the papers, let them get employment opportunity. Those guys that can be helped in terms of funds for the businesses, they can also be helped. But we have to have access to this guy. We have to have access to our ministers so that they can help us.
So, in conclusion, what can you talk about the issue which went viral in Oma Bay between Charles Odhiambo and Gladys Wanga?
Okay, I know this is a very unique thing, and it is a very serious thing of Oma Bay. I don't know whether there is an investigation that is taking place in as far as that matter is concerned, because there is a very bad allegation that that Governor Wanga and Charles Odhiambo were having patapata, rompi pompi with each other. But now, I don't know, that is what made Governor Wanga maybe to sack Odhiambo. I don't know. But I think we should insist that the investigation should take place so that we can know what took place there. There is no way. This is a renowned journalist who was working, and he was really having. It was the head of Ramogi TV, and Ramogi Radio. He was the head, and he was poached to go and work for the county government. You cannot tell me that you poached me for only 2 years, then I work there for 3 years, then you sack me. It must be an allegation that is very serious, and the public should also know that allegation, that this is what I've been sacked for. You cannot sack me because I did not because of allegation of maybe I did not perform. Yes, you cannot sack somebody like that. Kwa hivyo, this thing to do with Governor Wanga, Charles Odhiambo, we should insist that investigation be done so that we know the real thing. I don't want to speculate about it, but we should insist that investigation be done. And also, if Odhiambo can also watch this video, Odhiambo, we need you to talk to people. You want to know where you are, because people are really concerned about where we are, whether you are dead or whether you are alive or whether you are injured or whether you got lost or whether you are threatened. If you are there, can you get out and talk to the great people, especially people from there? They are really concerned about you, about your life. You're our child. Yes, if you are there, can you get out, talk to the great people, even address them? We want a video. We want to see your face because there is allegation, Jeff, that these guys, they really worked on his face. In fact, the one of his eyes, I don't know whether it is there or it is not there. And also his private parts, they were chopped. So we want to see this guy if it was serious like this, because we don't want to just allege, but we want to see this guy to come out and tell us what took place in all those scenarios. Let him clear the air.
Yeah. So, do you have any preferable candidate for Ndewa MP?
Okay, currently it is very early. You know, we need to give Ndewa residents time for development, and we cannot just say that we have a candidate here, candidate there. We want to see the current. We want to urge the current MP to work, because we want. There is only there is specific development that can only come from a member of parliament. So we want to see at the end of these 5 years if this MP can work for the great people of Ndriwa constituency. We want to see his work. We want to count that this guy has done 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Especially now that we are in government, we want to see our youths getting employment opportunity. We cannot talk about aspirants now, because aspirants now, they can't help. The only person that can help now is Wood Chief. Yes, if you want to help the great people on the constituency, you can help them. So we are not supposed to talk about those guys who are going to contest with the Wood Chief, but they are there. If Wood Chief is not going to do great things, we are here. Even me, Okeya doctor, we are here. But now, we are not supposed to talk about these things now. Let us concentrate on the development that is supposed to be done by the area MP. And we are urging the area MP to concentrate on development, specifically development that are supposed to be done by the member of parliament.
So, in a conclusion, what is your final talk with? But tell Governor Wanga something and the people of Homa Bay.
Okay, thank you. I want to tell Governor Wanga something and the people of Homa Bay, but I want to start with the leadership of Homa Bay. I want to start with Moses Kajwang. Moses Kajwang, you know your responsibility is to oversight the governor. Can you do your oversight role very well? We gave you this thing because of sympathy, because you are over braft death of your brother. But it is now almost over how many years? Over 10 years. 10 years plus, almost 13 years. We are not seeing you coming very boldly to oversight the government of Homa Bay. We need you to oversight the government of Homa Bay. And then all those MCAs who are working, who are representing Homa Bay County, we also need them to work, to do their responsibility as a member of county assembly. We want to see oversight, a very thorough oversight, especially in terms of corruption. Can you oversight the corruption that is taking place in Homa Bay? Because so many people are building vehicles there, buying vehicles there. So many people are buying houses in Homa Bay County. Employees of Homa Bay are buying vehicles, especially those guys who are close to the governor. We want to see strong oversight that you are doing to the governor, and calling the governor out whenever the governor has done something wrong. And then the member of parliament, our member of parliament also, can you do your work? Concentrate on your work. And the residents of Homa Bay, I also want to urge you, then, because this is all opportunity that we have, to also put in place that we force that we oversight the governor. We want the governor to work for us. But when the governor is not working for us, can you come out? Can we, all of us, come out and tell the governor that the governor, you are not working well. We need you to work like this. Take your responsibility very serious. We don't need that fear to get inside people. No, that fear is not going to get inside people. We want the residents of Homa Bay to come out strongly and fix the mess that has been done by the governor, especially calling out on the governor as far as PR is concerned. Wanasema PR iko 10th floor. Hatutaki hiyo PR.
Thank you very much. This is Kisumu TV. This is the end of our interview. And if you have any comment, you can just put them there. We are going to read them and answer them. See you another day. Thank you.
Welcome to Kisumu TV, your ultimate destination for thought-provoking content on church issues, politics, and trending topics. Dive into insightful discussions on sermons, uncovering hypocrisy within the church and exploring the intersection of faith and society. A deep dive into church issues. Explore the nuances of sermons, interpretations, and the challenges facing modern-day congregations, unmasking hypocrisy. We fearlessly dissect and discuss hypocrisy within religious institutions, fostering a dialogue for positive change. Political discourse. Stay informed with our unbiased take on political events and how they intersect with moral and ethical principles. Trending insight. From viral trends to societal movement, we keep you updated and engaged with what's happening around the world. Join our community of thinkers, seekers, and change makers. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss out on our latest video. Let's explore, question, and learn together at Kisumu TV.